I hate playing against the 5 at the back formation, so we decided to find a way to counter it and get some easy wins. To beat these players, you need to get in their head to understand what it takes to be a 5 at the back player. Sweat, must win, pass it round the back for 90 minutes. But seriously, I was sick of playing against this formation, so it was time for me to get learning. First up, we needed to take a look at their tactics and understand how they play. The majority of 5 at the back players will play with their wing backs unbalanced or join the attack with overlap. This means their wingbacks will sit extremely high in the attack and essentially be completely free from any man marking. This allows for an easy switch of the ball, the ability to drive the byline, and the ability to cross the ball for free. Their centre mids may be unbalanced or stay back to allow them to move forward and get involved in that attack, or they may play with that one holding DM for the extra protection on their centre backs. They do tend to have a quick, nimble striker up front, and then someone that's maybe a little bit taller, allowing for them to cross the ball. The general playstyle will consist of them waiting for them wingbacks to get involved in the attack, waiting for those wingbacks to pass the halfway line and get into the final third is crucial to the 5 at the back formation. For defending for them, it's a pretty simple method. Keep numbers behind the ball, don't pull anyone out of position, and make it difficult for the opponent to break down. So now we've learned what makes the formation good and a typical playstyle of those players, I needed to know how could we beat it. So we went and identified what is the weakest area of the 5 at the back formation. And that is simply put, when you win the ball back in your own half and have the ability to hit on the counter yourself. They have 3 centre-backs here. If you can isolate those centre-backs and take them far away from each other, gaps are going to appear. To do this though, you need to do a few things. That's going to consist of either running 4-2-3-1 or 4-2-2-2 with all of your forwards on stay forward, including the attacking mids. 4-3-2-1 with your centre forwards on stay forward, but your outer centre forwards on drift wide, or with stay forward in the 4-2-4 formation on all of your attackers. And another key factor, which I'll discuss later on. The reason for this is when you hit on the break, you will drag their centre-backs out of position towards the wing, leaving space in the middle to capitalise on. All while their poxy wing-backs are running all the way back trying to get into position. Then, if you haven't already generated a chance by now, their wing-backs and centre-backs will cross over, trying to get into their right position, leaving them exposed. And if you couldn't create a chance from the counter, work the byline where you will have time and room, and pass the ball back to your centre mid to look for a simple trivela shot from range. It does sound all pretty easy, right? But what about that one key factor? Before I tell you that, a reminder that if you do want one-to-one coaching from myself and the team on FIFA 23, click the link in the description to head over to Patreon. The key factor to making all of this tick is long ball in your custom tactics. The use of long ball will encourage you and your team to play quick on the counter, to generate chances by basically yeeting the ball up top. If your opponent is smart and identifies that you are leaving your attackers on stay forward and are hitting on the counter, they will change out of the 5 at the back formation. And what I would recommend then is for you to change into your normal formation, because you don't want to play your game with all of your attackers on stay forward in, let's say, a 4-4-2 versus a 4-2-2. I spent absolutely hours and hours practicing this, working out the ways to beat the 5 at the back formation. And now, every 5 at the back player that we match against ends up crying and going back to the drawing board. Speaking of practicing, make sure you watch this video here to make sure that you never miss a goal-scoring opportunity again.